Yes, it worked! Welcome back to the land of the living. Are you... You can't speak? Right. The dead don't speak. But I can probably fix that. Eventually. You look confused. Do you not remember what happened? Well, we were tracking down that beast and... it killed you. What's with that look? You look as though you don't believe me. I suck at lying. The truth is, I tried to shoot it with my crossbow, and I accidentally hit you instead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But the good news is you managed to land the finishing blow before you died, so we're still gonna get paid. Okay, I know that doesn't really make up for me shooting you, but I brought you back at least. What are you trying to say? Here, use my notebook and write it out. Let's see. How did one crossbow shot kill you? Well, you know when we stopped in that potion shop and I bought that really strong poison? Well, I thought if I put some on my crossbow bolts, they'd kill faster. And I mean, they did. Please don't be angry with me. You barely had any time to decompose, and the resurrection healed your wounds, so you shouldn't be in any pain. What's the catch? Okay. First thing, if I die, you'll die. I know, I'm sorry. And you can't get too far away from me, or else you'll be dead again. Well, you weren't planning on teaming up with anyone else anyway, right? Okay, yeah, you're right, it's still not great. A way to bring you back for real. I'd have to do some more research. Maybe with a holy artifact? Or maybe I could make a demonic pact. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. You're still as strong as you were before, so if we have to go on a quest, we can handle it no problem. We should probably go get paid first, though. Let's head back to town. We'll get the money, and then we can go visit a friend of mine. She'd know more about how to handle this than me. Trust me, it'll all work out. You can still walk, right? Good. On the plus side, if you die again, I can just keep bringing you back. Yeah, sorry. I'll shut up now. Let's go. Yes, I'll try to figure it out as best I can. Now please, wait out here. She's a bit twitchy, that one. How did you end up partnered with her? Wait, writing everything out is dreadfully slow. I don't suppose you know sign language. Well, never mind then. I'll try to stick to yes or no questions. First things first, are you being held against your will? No. Any threats of violence from her? No. Good. I know the questions may seem alarming, but one has to be sure. There's been more than a few necromancers that have slain an innocent on purpose just to get a free slave. Or certain ones who want an unwilling lover to stay with them. Nasty stuff. I wanted to do a private consultation, just to be sure. But it seems you're in good hands. Clumsy hands, but good. I know she has to have a weapon of some kind, but perhaps something more close range would be better for her. Anyway, to the matter. Your voice. As you should be aware, the dead don't speak. At least, not without a bit of help. Here, let me get a feel for you. Let's see. You've maintained most of your living qualities. No pulse, that's to be expected. Try to speak? Not even a whisper. Also expected. Not to worry, a restoration potion should work. Although, to be quite frank, I've never made one for a voice before. Usually it's for missing sight, or hair loss. Don't look so concerned. I've been doing this for nearly a century. Putting a potion together is practically child's play for me. You don't have to appear surprised about my age, but I do appreciate it. Potions can do such wondrous things. But in the end, I'll die, same as you. Well, hopefully not as gruesomely as you, but you get the idea. No one lives forever. Now as for your potion, I'll need you to answer some questions. It won't be too complicated. Let's begin. So you know, the base will be rosewater. It may not taste very good, but it's harmless. Out of these flowers, which are you most familiar with? I see. Then we'll use the petals from that. In they go. Which do you prefer, turnips or carrots? Then I'll add the roots. Does this herb smell nice? No? How about this one? Yes, wonderful, in it goes. I know it seems strange, but the potion has to be personalized, or else it won't work. We're almost done. Just need to add some mugwort and a bit of honey. There. Now, before I give you this, I must ask, did you answer my questions honestly? Good. I'm not particularly worried, but if you did lie, I couldn't guarantee your voice would sound the same as it did. Very well then, drink up. Now, please try to speak. What a lovely voice. Now say, I am going to be okay. Everything is going to be all right. Marvelous. Your voice is now in working order. Oh, that wasn't to make the potion work. I just wanted you to say something positive to get yourself in a better mindset. I know your situation must be frustrating, but have faith that things will turn around for you. That Necromancer girl may be clumsy, and yes, a bit foolish, but I know she'll go above and beyond to restore your life. It's incredible that she managed to resurrect you as well as she did. Most necromancers can only revive animals, you know. She's certainly skilled. Anyway, you can go now. Your voice is permanently restored. No need to worry about the effect wearing off. As for properly reviving you, you'll have to figure that out without my assistance. Necromancy has never been my area of expertise. But at least you can speak now. That should make things easier. Best of luck. Hopefully you'll have a heartbeat the next time I see you. Okay, I found a bunch of books we can look through for information. Here, this one's the latest edition of Necromancy Advancements. Let's see. The usual resurrection spells for creatures. Those aren't permanent. Huh? Where are the spells for humans? Huh? The back cover. This book provides information on necromancy of non-human entities. That's no help. No. I actually don't know any spells to restore humans. My teacher refused to teach me those. He said it was bad. Bad like soul-corrupting bad. He never said if it was the necromancer or the dead soul, though. I know I brought you back, but the truth is, when you died, I panicked and performed a beast resurrection spell without thinking. Not that I'm saying you're a beast, but it worked. I was too happy it worked out to really question it. I don't know why I even tried. My teacher drilled it into my head that it's a bad idea. But if I ever asked him for more details, he'd say something like, "Violet, it's against the laws of nature," or "Violet, don't try to create an unholy abomination." But I guess he must have been off the mark. Aside from your voice, you came back totally okay. Really wish I'd been taught how to fully revive, though. Anyway, it's fine. I've got more books here. You take this one on healing items, and I'll look through demon summoning rules and risks. Here's something. In a pact, a human can sell their soul to a demon in exchange for the life of another. I can get most of these ritual implements pretty easily. So we could do that. No, looks like it has to be the soul. A life for a life and all that. Well, I wouldn't lose my soul right away. When I die, my soul would belong to whatever demon I made the deal with. I think it entails eternal servitude. Or some demons just eat souls. Don't know what that'd be like. Whatever, it's probably the best solution, so let's just do that. No, why not? You'd get to be alive again. Well, yeah, I'd be selling my soul, but people sell their souls for way less. It only seems fair, considering I killed you. You don't want to do that? Are you sure? It seems pretty simple. Well, okay, if you're sure. What about you? Have you found anything? Phoenix tail. Yeah, that would have been useful. I wish I'd had one on me, but they're pretty expensive. Unfortunately, it won't work on you now. Actually, since you're technically undead, it would probably kill you. Sorry. Anything else? A life crystal? Those are real? I only know them from stories I heard as a kid. It says they're near impossible to find? That makes sense. Well, as I heard it, there was a mine deep beneath the Endless Mountain. At the deepest point of the cavern, the miners found a vein of crystal that had strange properties. Supposedly, a piece of it could heal a person even on the brink of death if they slept while holding it in their hand. The crystal would only work once, and afterwards it would shatter at the lightest touch. It did sound like an incredible discovery, but before the crystals could be excavated further, the mine was invaded by a dragon, who claimed the cavern as its home and the crystals as part of its hoard. It forcefully drove the miners away, and to this day it rests in the mine. Well, that's how I heard it, at least. I always thought it was just a story, though. What? You want to find it? But it might not be real. And, a dragon? Yes, I am scared. A crossbow can't take down a dragon. No, I don't want you to be stuck like this. You're right. If it exists, we have to find it. But first we need to find out if the mine actually exists, and where it is. Yeah, I know it'd be under the Endless Mountain, but it's called Endless for a reason. It's enormous. If we tried to find it on our own, it could take years. We'll need a map. And provisions. If it's even real in the first place. Yeah, no time to waste. Let's get going. hello there. Welcome. My name is Avis. What can I do for you? You want a map? You've come to the right place. I try not to judge, but you don't appear as though you're looking for a map of good vacation spots. Maybe maps to dungeons? Ah, you're on a quest. Where to? The mine under the Endless Mountain. That's an unusual request. Oh, it exists. I just can't fathom why anyone would want to go there. You know what's down there, right? Indeed. If you're planning on facing a dragon, I certainly hope you aren't going alone. I see. Your partner is gathering provisions next door. Wait, there's only 2 of you? Strength in numbers. 2 isn't nearly enough for a quest like this. You might want to hire some mercenaries at least if you want a chance at killing a dragon. You don't want to kill it. I see. Please listen to me. Its horde may sound tempting, but you'd best believe stealing from a living dragon is almost more difficult than killing one. Oh. Life crystals. Who do you want one for? Yourself? Oh. I'm terribly sorry. Well, I can't say your quest will be successful. Many travels to that mine have ended in tears. But I can see you have no other option. No, I'll make it free of charge. Making you pay for a map that could send you to your doom would just add insult to injury. Besides, I have many maps for the Endless Mountain. I'll just mark out your route around the base and important spots. Yes, many people travel to the mountain. Some for questing, some for sightseeing. No, the dragon hasn't left the cavern since its arrival. The rest of the mountain is untouched. In fact, climbing to the top of it has become quite popular with adventurers looking to show off. The snow from the peak is said to provide magic abilities if consumed, but I think that's just a rumor. It is just a mountain after all, gorgeous though it may be. Its beauty is well known amongst artists as well. Many travel there just to paint it. Ah, but you care about what's beneath the mountain. Now, the entrance to the mine is on the south side, and considering our location, the trip will take at least 3 days, as well as another full day to get from the north side to the south side. Yes, really. They don't call it the Endless Mountain for nothing. I'll mark it down, but the entrance is just west of a star-shaped boulder. The ground will slope down, and once you see the warning signs, you'll know you're going the right way. There. That should get you where you need to be. Here. I wish you the best of luck. I wonder... No, never mind. You've been on a quest before, yes? Many. Then you may well have a chance. I hope to see you again. Good day. I think we're almost there. You still holding up okay? Well, no, I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't be, but still. Yesterday was pretty rough. Who knew there were so many beasts near the mountain? But thank goodness you're still so strong. When you killed that monster by throwing a beast at it, that was so cool. Then I revived it and had it fight for us, and it tore off a bunch of their heads. Questing with you is so much fun. I know, after this is over, you're probably gonna go find a new questing partner. But I want you to know I've really enjoyed our time together. Well, the decision is yours after all. What would I do? Well, I'm not sure. Necromancers aren't very popular for questing with. If I went back to the guild, I might get set up with a group after a while. Or I might just take the time to do some more studying and training. Learn to use a different weapon, that sort of thing. What about you? What would you do? More adventuring? You don't know either? Well, no rush. I'm sure you'd want to take some time off to enjoy being alive again. And maybe while we're in the mine, we can grab some other gems to sell for a bit of spending money. I don't know. I'd buy more books, I guess. Oh, look over there. I think that's the star-shaped rock. And just west is... the ground slopes down here. See? I told you getting a map was a good idea. Much better than searching blindly. Yeah. We didn't really make a plan for fighting the dragon, did we? I was kind of hoping we could just sneak by it. I mean, dragons can sleep for decades at a time. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be asleep. I know that's kind of a risky hope, but you can sneak, right? Sort of. Look. There are the warning signs. Warning. Dragon inside. Do not enter. Certain death. Turn back. Danger. Not very comforting, is it? There's the entrance. I'm fine. We have to do this. Let's go. The walls are lined with glowstones. Well, at least we won't need a torch then. I don't know how deep the mine goes, but the life crystals are supposed to be at the very bottom. It might take a while to get down there. Hopefully the paths the miners made are still usable. What else did they mine here? Probably the usual precious gems like emeralds, rubies, sapphires. You know, it said the mountain was created by a goddess as an earthly representation of her beauty, and that's why it's full of so many gemstones. Maybe the whole mountain has some kind of divine quality. I've heard that if you eat the snow on the peak, you get magic powers. Oh, you've heard that too? Yeah, I guess I can already do magic of a sort. I think the idea is it'll give you the ability to perform magic if you didn't have the aptitude for it. Or a kind of magic unique to the person. Or it makes your magic stronger. Who knows? It's only a legend after all. You'd never catch me trying to climb to the top of it, though. Just going underneath is enough for me. I still don't hear anything. Maybe the dragon is further down. I hope it's asleep. Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm not strong like you are. My teacher always tried to discourage me from becoming an adventurer. Necromancers aren't really suited for quests, but getting to see the world and all of its creatures was just too alluring. And I've gotten to spend all this time with you. I wouldn't trade that for anything. Listen, just in case something happens, I want to tell you... What was that? I think I just felt a tremor. Ah! I smell a human. What are the odds? 2 in one day. No point in hiding. I know you're there. Ah, hello. Tiny thing, aren't you? How do you expect to defeat me alone? You don't. Ugh. Another negotiator come to convince me to leave? Begone, before I turn you to ash. Oh, you're just an adventurer. Is that right? A peaceful adventurer. As if I'd believe that. Huh? Your partner. Is that her over there? Fell through the ceiling and disturbed my rest, noisy thing. I was thinking of eating her, but humans have far too many bones, much too crunchy for a light snack. Make no mistake, though, I don't have to eat you to kill you. No, she's not dead. I can hear her heartbeat from where I sit. I cannot, however, hear yours. What exactly are you? A familiar? An undead? That's rich. You don't even have the benefit of looking decayed to scare off foes. Oh, you have brute strength. Then tell me, how did someone as so strong as you end up dead? Poison. Yes, that'll do the trick. For humans, at least. Wouldn't work on me, of course. So, this little morsel must be a necromancer, then. I'm starting to believe you didn't come to kill me. If only because I don't think anyone could purposely make such a pathetic attempt at dragon slaying. Besides, a smart necromancer would have brought an army of undead. How could this one have the skill to resurrect a human, but only you? A long story. Well, I have a long life, and if you don't want me to end yours permanently, you'll tell me everything I want to know. After all, even the most powerful necromancer can't revive ashes. Consider it penance for interrupting my slumber. You tell me something interesting, and I may just let you walk out of here with all of your limbs. Hold on. It's irritating to have you shouting up at me. Let me just... There. A hideous human form, but it'll do until your story is finished. Easier to speak human language with this form as well. Don't get any ideas, though. I am leagues beyond you even in this form. Now, tell me your story. You and your necromancer are even more foolish than you look. Don't say any more, human. I know why you're here now. A necromancer and an undead looking for life crystals. Quite the contradiction. But a life crystal won't help you, unless you wish to become a beast with a human shape. How do I know? What an insulting question. I am a dragon. I have lived for centuries untold. I've collected more knowledge than you will ever know in your life. And I just so happen to know that resurrected humans have corrupt souls. It doesn't so much matter when you're undead, but if you were to be properly revived, you would be unrecognizable. Little more than a mad shadow of the person you once were. Your necromancer friend should have known that at least. Are all humans this empty-headed? Don't answer that. I already know they are. Oh, don't look so disappointed, human. Or do, it's quite funny to see, actually. Well, I was going to tear you and your girlfriend apart for the fun of it. That would get blood all over my nice gemstones. But I think I have a better idea. Why don't you take what you came here for? A life crystal you can't even use. You could sell it for quite a high price, I bet. But that question will always be there. Was that dragon telling the truth? What if you can be revived? Perhaps you'll hold on to it, being dragged around by that girl day after day until you can't hold back anymore and use it. And then you'll wake up as a mindless, destructive husk and kill your useless necromancer. And then you'll likely fall to some huntsman eventually, and your quest will have been in vain. So then, do you still want to take a crystal? Of course you do, foolish human. I will graciously allow you to take one life crystal, only one. But in exchange, you must beg for it. You heard me. Humans are so proud, throwing their weight around and taking whatever they please. It'll be nice to see one humbled for a change. So beg. Beg for what will destroy you. Pathetic. What a humiliating display. Very well, human. You may take one crystal. Don't even think of taking more. I will know. And when you leave, take your little necromancer with you. If you're so strong, you should be able to carry her. Now be gone, dead human. You'd best make sure we never meet again. Are you okay? You've barely said anything since we left the mine. Oh, you're thinking about what the dragon said, aren't you? We don't know if it was telling the truth. Yeah, we don't know if it was lying either. But that dragon was a jerk. It could have just been messing with you. Right. I guess my mentor knew about soul corruption too. So stupid. If he just told me what would happen. You're right. I probably would have tried to bring you back anyway. I wanted to fix my mistake, but it was also me being selfish. If you died, there's no way I'd be able to keep adventuring. The guilt would have destroyed me. It already is. No, what I did was wrong, and I made it even worse by bringing you back. I didn't even have the decency to admit that I killed you at first. We ended up on this quest, and it failed before we even left town. I should have just done the demon pact and spared you all this trouble. I know you didn't want me to do it, but if the life crystal won't work, then it's our only option now. What? You want to try it anyway? But what if... Yes, adventurers are risk-takers, but this is your soul we're talking about. I mean, we do have another choice. I could still do the... Okay, I won't summon a demon. If you're sure. You remember how it works, right? Fall asleep while holding the crystal in your hand. I don't think you have to grip it that tightly. Just relax. Too uncomfortable to sleep? Yeah, the ground is pretty hard here. You can rest your head on my lap if you want. No, I don't mind. A bedtime story? Really? Well, I think I might know one. Once upon a time, there was a young woman. She was exploring the forest when she came upon a pond. Suddenly, a fish poked its head out. It said, "Young miss, I can grant you a wish." The girl replied, "I don't wish for anything. I have everything I need." The fish offered many things, wishes of wealth and happiness. The girl refused. The third time the girl refused to wish for anything, the fish vanished and the pond with it. And in its place was a young man. He had been cursed and turned into a fish, doomed to grant others' wishes while being unable to grant his own. The woman broke the curse by refusing to wish for anything. The man was so grateful he immediately asked her to marry him, and she agreed, and they lived happily ever after. Yeah, I don't know what the moral of the story is supposed to be. Don't be greedy and you'll be rewarded? Or, yeah, I guess it could be don't listen to talking fish. Oh, my mother told me that one. I think she just made her stories up as she went, so that's probably why it makes no sense. That really didn't help you sleep at all, did it? Do you mind if I play with your hair? It might help calm you down. You know, I really admire your strength and your confidence. Ever since we've met, you've been nothing but incredible. I couldn't believe you agreed to work with a necromancer. But you just said, necromancy sounds cool. Want to go on a quest with me? I'd been waiting weeks for a group to agree to work with me. I almost thought about quitting the guild and going back home. But you took me on. None of the amazing things I've seen would have happened if I hadn't met you. And I love that about you. I'm so glad I met you, even if we part ways after this. Asleep already. I was still too much of a coward to say it. I swear, I'll tell you when you wake up. You're awake. How do you feel? Alive? Not a corrupty, hopefully? I know that's not a word, but really, are you okay? You look the same, so I can't tell. Do you have a heartbeat? Huh? You can't feel your pulse. Let me double check for you. Give me your wrist. What? Why your neck? Okay, if you're sure. Let's see. You've got a pulse. It's going pretty fast, too. Are you sure you're... What was that for? What? You do? But how? Why? I screwed everything up. Why would you love me? I didn't say that I don't feel the same way. I do love you. I just don't understand how you could possibly love me. Well, if you say so, that's quite the confession. Why do I love you? How could I not love you? You've had my back through every quest we've been on. I wouldn't have even been able to go adventuring if it weren't for you. Plus, it doesn't hurt that you're cute. No, but don't say that I'm cute. That's... Well, I'm not embarrassed. My face isn't red. Stop teasing me. I'm already flustered. Huh? Of course I want to keep adventuring with you. And I promise, I'll learn to use a different weapon so I don't shoot you ever again. I know you're strong enough to handle most of the fighting, but you shouldn't have to. If we're going to be partners, I need to share the workload. Huh? A date? Yeah, I'd love to. Where should we go? A dungeon? A dungeon date? That sounds awesome. Yeah, real adventurers have first dates exploring dungeons. We're just that cool, right? Let's get packed up and go find one. But first... I love you. There, now we're even. Now come on, let's get ready. I'm once again trying to re-record the Clumsy Necromancer Girl series to make it a full compilation, but trying to do this for 3 fucking years. I had to go back and listen to the original videos. Woof. Jesus Christ. Why was I even allowed to upload that? The audio quality, the acting, kill me.